Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine, and also you all are studying at home. And I hope that you have done my homework also. Now, today we are going to start a new chapter, and that is chapter number 8, Grasslands of the Temperate Zone. In the previous chapters, we have studied about Democratic Republic of Congo, then Greenland, and then we have studied about Saudi Arabia, the land of hot desert, and now we will learn about grasslands of the temperate zone. So now let's start our chapter. So first we will see what we are going to learn in our chapter. First one is the grasslands of North America, the prairies. So first we will learn about the grasslands of North America. They are called as prairies. The vegetation and the climate of the prairies. The vegetation and the climate of prairies we will learn. Then we will learn agriculture and animal husbandry in the prairies. So we are going to learn everything about the prairies. So now let's start a chapter. Grasslands are vast stretches of land covered with tall grasses and few scattered trees, and this we have already learned when we have studied about DRC and we have studied about savanna. So the same is here. Grasslands are vast stretches of land with tall grasses and few scattered trees that you can see over here. Only few trees are there and tall grasses. Grasslands cover more than one-fifth of the earth's land surface. So one-fifth of the earth land surface is covered with grasslands. Now let's see next, children. So now let's read it out what is written. Most of the grasslands are located in the temperate zone. So most of the grasslands are located in the temperate zone because temperate zone has a mild climate. It is neither very hot nor very cold. So here you can see the temperate zone over here. So where is the temperate zone? So it is between the Arctic Circle and Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere and Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. So this is the place where most of the grasslands are located. Now let's see next. Now one did you know is given, and this did you know is given in your chapter number 8. So now let's read it out. Grasslands are natural habitats that have been formed by nature. So grasslands are natural habitats. The grasses found here have not been planted by people. So the grasses in the grasslands are not being planted by people. Nobody is growing grasslands. They are formed by nature. Next we'll see. So now let's see the grasslands by different names in different parts of the world. So now let's read it out. The grasslands are known by different names in different parts of the world. The grasslands are known by different names in different parts of the world. So now let's see the grasslands in different parts of the world and their name. So the grasslands in North America are called as prairies. The grasslands in South America are called pampas. The grasslands in Russia are called steppes. Then South Africa is called veld. Australia is called downs. Central Africa, which we have already studied, is called savannas. So these are the grasslands and they are known by different names in different parts of the world. So children, among these 6 grasslands, we will study about prairies and where it is located. It is located in the center of North America. So now let's start a chapter. Now here you can see the grasslands of the world which we have studied just now. Now we'll see them on the map. So here you can see In North America, there is prairies. In South America, there is pampas. In Europe, it is steppes. Africa, it is veld. And Australia, it is down. And here in the Democratic Republic of Congo in Africa, there is savanna also. So these are the 6 grasslands of the world. Now let's see next. So here one did you know is given. Now let's see what is written over there. Prairies is a French word meaning meadow or grassland. So prairies is a French word and its meaning is meadow or grasslands. So prairies means grasslands, and in this chapter we will study about only prairies, the location of prairies, the climate and the agriculture of prairies. Now let's see next. So here is the vegetation and climate of prairies. So here you can see the prairies are vast stretch of flat land covered by miles and miles of grass. So here you can see miles and miles of grass. You can see everywhere, you can see grass over there. So here 2 pictures are given. One is green grass and another is brown grass. So this shows that the grass is green in summer and brown in autumn. So you can see over here in these grasslands only few trees can be seen. Everywhere there is grass. So the soil of the prairies, like every grasslands, it is fertile soil. And it is fertile because it contains a large quantity of humus present in the soil. Now what is humus, children? You must have heard or you must have learned in your science that what is humus. So now let's revise what is humus. The organic component of soil formed by the decomposition of the leaves and other plant material by soil microorganisms. So this is the meaning of humus. Now let's see next, children. So this is what we have just now studied. So now let's read it. The soil of the prairies, like that of all grassland, is very fertile, which I told you just now. Like every grassland, the soil of prairies is also very fertile. This is because of large quantities of humus present in the soil, and this we have also studied that what is humus. So in this picture you can see how much fertile the soil is. So this is the soil of prairies, which is very fertile. Now let's see next, children. So now let's see the climate of prairies. So now let's first read it out. The prairies have hot summers and cold winters. So the prairies have hot summer and cold winter. Moderate rainfall occur mostly in summer. So moderate rainfall occur mostly in summer. And here you can see the picture of prairies also. Large flat land covered with grass. So this is the climate of prairies. In summer it is hot, in winter it is cold, and moderate rainfall occur mostly in summer. So this is the climate of prairies. Now let's see next. So here you can see the picture of bisons. So earlier prairies were the grazing ground for the bisons, but most of the land is cleared for agriculture. All these grasslands are cleared for agriculture by the people who came from Europe and settled here. So they came from Europe and they settled over here and they cleared most of the grassland for agriculture. That is why now only few bison are seen in prairies. Otherwise, earlier there was millions of bisons in prairies. Now let's see next, children. So over here you can see the map of prairies, and this also given in your book. So from there only I have taken this map. So now let's understand this map. So here you can see this area, this lined area is showing us prairies. How much vast is prairies? So now you understood how much area prairies cover. So now let's see next, children. So now we have come to the agriculture of prairies. So now let's understand the agriculture of prairies. So the soil is fertile. Earlier also we have studied that the soil is very fertile and it contains a large quantity of humus. So now we have come to the agriculture of prairies. So now let's understand the agriculture of prairies. So the soil is fertile. Earlier also we have studied that the soil is very fertile and it contains a large quantity of humus. So here you can see how the grasses and other plants are growing in prairies. So the soil is very fertile. Now let's see next, children. So here two rivers are given, that is Mississippi and Missouri rivers. So water is available in plenty over here because it is having Mississippi and Missouri rivers. So what is the use of Missouri and Mississippi river over here? So this area gets water from the Mississippi and Missouri river and their tributaries. Now what is tributaries, children? You have studied in your class 4th also. So now let's just revise what you have studied in class 4th. So a river or stream flowing into a larger river or lake. So that is called tributaries. So the area is watered by the Mississippi and Missouri river and its tributaries. So that is why water is available in plenty over there. And because of this region is perfect for agriculture. So now let's see next, children. Now in this picture you can see it is wheat. So because this area is perfect for agriculture, so a large quantity of wheat is grown over here. And this region produces so much of wheat that this region is called wheat basket of the world. Wheat basket of the world. And this region produces so much of wheat that this region is called wheat basket of the world. Wheat basket of the world, because it is producing a large amount of wheat. And it makes the United States of America the largest producer of wheat in the whole world. So because the land is fertile and it is getting water in plenty from the Mississippi and Missouri rivers. So that is why in this region wheat is grown in large quantity, and this makes United States of America the largest producer of wheat in the whole world. That is why it is called as the wheat basket of the world. Now let's see next, children. So the other main crops grown in this region are this, this is maize and this is barley. Next, rye and oats. So these are other main crops grown in the region. Understand about the farms in prairies. So here you can see 4 pictures are given. So what is shown in these 4 pictures? These are the work going on in the farm. So first one is plugging, second one is sowing, then this one is harvesting, and here you can see this is threshing. So these are farm work. Which are the farm works? Plugging, sowing. Which are the farm works? Plugging, sowing, harvesting and threshing. So these are farm work. And in this picture you can see here, and you can see in this picture all this work is done by machines. Now let's see next. So these are the European farmers who settled in prairies. So these farmers, these European farmers, they mostly live. So these farmers, these European farmers, they mostly live on their huge farms, on their huge farms with their families. So here you can see these are European farmers here and here. So they live on their farms with their families. And the workers also, those who are working in the farms, they also live on the farms. So because farms are huge and machines do most of the work, so that is why the population in this region is thin. That means, so that is why the population in this region is thin. That means only few people live on these farms because machines are doing most of the work. So that is why the population is thin over there. Now let's see next, children. So this did you know is given in your book again in chapter number 8. So now let's read it out. There are two kinds of grassland, tropical and temperate. So two types of grasslands are there, tropical and temperate grasslands. Tropical grasslands such as the pampas have greater rainfall and the grasses are tall. In tropical grasslands such as pampas, we have seen in the map of grasslands. In tropical grasslands such as pampas, we have seen in the map of grasslands, pampas have greater rainfall, and because of greater rainfall, the grasses are tall. Some grow more than 2 meter high. They are mostly present in the southern hemisphere. So where they are present? They are present in the southern hemisphere. Temperate grasslands get less rain and have shorter grasses. So temperate grassland, because they are receiving less rainfall, so that is why their grasses are short. And tropical grassland, they are receiving greater rainfall, that is why the grasses are tall over there. They are mostly found in the northern hemisphere. So temperate grasslands which are short, they are found mostly in the northern hemisphere, and tropical grasslands which are tall, they are mostly found in the southern hemisphere. Now we'll see the picture of both these grasslands. These pictures are also given in your book again in chapter number 8. So here you can see the long grass of the pampas. They grow more than 2 meter high. So you can see this person is standing and the grasses are tall. And here you can see a prairie dog stands in the short grass of the prairies. So here you can see the grasses are short. And here you can see the grasses are tall, which is reaching the height of this person. And over here the grasses are short, which cannot even cover this prairie dog. So this is the difference between the temperate grasslands and the tropical grassland. Temperate grasslands, the grasses are short, and tropical grasslands, the grasses are tall. So now let's see next. So now we'll see the rearing of cattle in the prairies. So here in this picture you can see the cattle are grazing in the grassland. So now let's understand about rearing cattle. So towards the west, prairies are hilly and the soil is not so fertile. So towards the west of prairies, the land is hilly and the soil is not so much fertile. So what is the use of these areas? So these areas are mainly used to rear cattle in large farms called ranches. So what are ranches? Ranches are large farms where cattle are kept, like cows, horses or sheep. So now for what cattle are raised? Cattle are raised for beef and dairy products. So that is why the cattle are raised in the western part of the prairies. So now let's see next. Slaughterhouses. So just now we have seen that cattle are raised for beef and dairy products. So the cattle are sent to the slaughterhouses in the cities for the production of beef. So the city of Chicago is the important center for slaughtering animals. So the city Chicago is the important center for slaughtering animals. And so here you can see this is the slaughter houses where animals are slaughtered for beef. And ranches and slaughterhouses are equipped with modern machinery. So in this picture clearly we can see everywhere there is modern machines are there. So ranches and slaughterhouses, they are having modern machines for slaughtering animals, and they are slaughtering animals for their beef. So now let's see next, children. So this is a time for us to revise what all we have studied in this chapter. First, we have studied about the grasslands. We have studied about the 6 grasslands in the world, and they are located at different places, and they are having different name in different places. Then we have studied about the grasslands. Then after that we have studied the grasslands are known by different names in different parts of the world. Then the grasslands of North America are known as the prairies. So each grassland is having different name. Like in DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, we have studied about savanna. So it was in Central Africa and its name was savanna. It was also a grassland, and these other are also grassland, but they are having different name. Like in this chapter we have studied about prairies. Prairies also is a grassland, but it is in different part of the world and it is having different name. Then we have studied about vegetation and climate of prairies. Then we have studied about agriculture of prairies. Then rearing of animals. So why they are rearing animals? For their beef and for their dairy products. So this also we have studied in this chapter. Now let's see next. Now homework time, children. So now let's see what is your homework for today. So let's read out the first question. How many kinds of grasslands are there? Name them. Next, you have to write the names of grasslands in different parts of the world. What is the meaning of prairies? So you have to write down the meaning of prairie. We have seen already what is the meaning of prairie. Learn and write questions and answers. So in every chapter I remind you that you have to write question and answer in your revision copy, rough copy, or in your homework copy. And you have to learn and write question and answer and exercise of all the chapter. So this is your homework for today, children. And now it is the time for me to leave. I hope you have understood about the grasslands and prairies, because we have studied about prairies in this chapter. So I hope you have understood everything, and I also hope that you are studying at home and you will bring good marks in your exams. So now I'll meet you in the next class. Till then, take care of yourself and study well.